Alright guys, what's up? Brandon, Bgb.Productions. So today we are in the truck, and I should have been, I'm not driving right now. I'm just sitting in the truck, but I should have been on the road a lot sooner than this. But you know, duty calls. My company comes first for play stuff. But so there's another truck that's about to come into play, and that's part of the reason of what I'm getting ready to go and do. But the other truck that I'm going to end up with, it needs a part. So my truck, my 17, has a part, but if I take the part off of this, I'm gonna have to replace it with something, right? Right. So right now we are headed about 2.5 hours west-ish from the house to pick up said parts. Now I ain't gonna bore y'all with the drive. The drive is boring enough for me, but we're gonna go, and when we get there and I get it, I'll pick y'all up and show y'all. This is literally unplanned and extremely random, but it's a good deal, and I love a good Facebook Marketplace deal, so let's get it. Well, after, I don't know, 2-ish, well, I started further away from my house, so about 3 hours, but we're pulling up. As you see, 4:39, 4:33. We got a few more minutes. Going down some damn old desolate ass road. I don't really know how I feel about it, but yeah. See y'all in a second. All right, y'all. I met it a little bit down the road. I talked to the guy. It was really cool. It was like this massive, like, they bought wreck trucks, fixed them, sold them. So they always were coming into parts. Well, they had no use for this because they don't necessarily deal with aftermarket stuff. So here's what I got. We have a Maryland Performance product. So what is that? MPP. I think that's a BorgWarner S364.5, as well as a no limit piping kit and a 5-inch no limit intake over there. Y'all ready to hear what I gave for this? $1,500 for the turbo piping, and I also got a CCV delete no limit. It even has the map sensors in the freaking intake. So yeah. All right, y'all. It's a new day. Really don't want to do this, but it's got to get done. I have a bunch more projects that I could be working on, like my Can-Am over there, you know, that y'all are patiently waiting on. I know, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Anyway, so as of right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bucket under it and get the coolant draining. Then, while I am waiting on the coolant to drain, I am going to pull out the factory throttle body, the factory intake, upper intake, and the lower intake, the cold air intake, hot air intake, and whatever else I can get the hell out of my way before we go to pulling the turbo out. So what I might do is figure out if there's anywhere that I could set y'all up on a time lapse, and we'll get this popping. So let's get it. Non-VGT 6.7 for the win. I'd like to say a short time, but like a semi-short, long time later. We got the intake off, throttle body, fuel bowl, which that's going to go back on, but I got to pull the CCV out, and then I got to get this old turbo charger out of here. I've had both a still body and an aluminum-duty. I've pulled intakes on both of them, and I'm here to tell you that aluminum-duties suck balls. So, but we got Master Mechanic here to come and help. So, yeah. All right, turbo's out. Horrible experience, but thanks to Garrett for coming to help. These bastards left and went and got something to eat and left us here to rot. But she's out. I'm gonna say 2 out of 10 experience. Split my knuckle open, cut my wrist. Now we're gonna put the new, what is that, Maul turbo pedestal gasket. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's probably because I haven't done it before on a 6.7. I could pull a turbo out of a 6-liter in 30 minutes. Now, I know that's not the hardest thing in the world to do, but whatever. This is, without a doubt, the deepest that I've ever been in a 6.7 truck. But nonetheless, I struggled last night with these damn up pipes for hours, and then finally I gave up. Slept on it, come back out this afternoon rather, and I separated the up pipes. I didn't separate them, I just loosened the V-band, which I have a feeling that I'm going to end up with a leak, so that's cool. I'm going to have to deal with that. But anyway, loosened the V-band, threw it in there. I ended up having to trim a lot. The heat shield bolt on the backside of the manifold, I ended up having to cut it out and then cut the mount off, and then cut the heat shield in half a little bit. And then once I finally did that, I had a little bit better of a luck getting it to fit. I had a manifold bolt try to strip out on me a little bit. Ended up being the nut, so yeah. But as of right now, the turbo is in. Obviously, the pedestal is in. I've got the up pipes on, tightened. I've got the feed line on, and I have got the down pipe put back into place. And what I'm working on right now is tightening the bolt on the flange of the down pipe. And then all I have to do from there is tighten the bottom side of the exhaust back up, put my fuel filter back in, put the manifold on, put some coolant lines back on, intercooler piping, or intake manifold, you know, whatever, piping, and then she's ready to go. But check this out. So that right there is completely legal in all 50 states, obviously. But we got your EGR delete. We have your BorgWarner S364.5 with 74 with a 74 exhaust housing. It is a OG Maryland diesel performance kit. And then we have a OG no limit CCV delete with a baffle. You have to do a CCV delete because when you take your factory throttle body or upper manifold out, you have to lose the actual port for that. But yeah, so that looks pretty sweet in there. Obviously there's no color on it or anything, but that'll happen eventually. But I just wanted to get it on there. It's my first non-VGT setup on anything that I've ever had. So yeah, a little bit to go, but it'll probably end up either lapping into later tonight or tomorrow because I'm hungry and I'm going to eat dinner. So deuces. All right, so we got her in. Let me back up a little bit. Look at that. It's definitely looking pretty basic with no powder, but there's so much room in this engine bay and it could come apart so easy. But I'm stuck with one issue that I can't quite seem to remediate, so I'm giving up for the night. But if you look right there, that's the considered the driver's side up pipe. And I knew I shouldn't have pulled it apart, but I had to try to get it in the truck, whatever. So it's leaking. I started it, I ran it, it was blowing freaking smoke out, losing a bunch of boost, so whatever. But with that said, it sounds great. It's got a pretty nasty limiter tune on it, and I love the sound of it so far. I haven't got to drive it yet, but whatever. So anyway, yeah. I guess I'll pick y'all up whenever I'm driving it to give a first, what's the word I'm looking for here? First thoughts and impressions. So, yeah. All right, it's 10:27 on a Tuesday night, I think, and I've been working on this since Saturday, so we're gonna go on the maiden voyage. I tried my best not to break any of the boost, like turbo boots. I had to bust loose every single one of them, and they were tightly sealed, so I know if I get on it too hard, it's going to blow a seal. So, and I'm on these big ass 40s. So I'm probably just going to roll into it a little bit, go up and down the road, just kind of get the feel for it. This is my first non-VGT truck that I have had. I've been in other non-VGTs. I don't think I've ever been in a non-VGT 6.7. But my buddy Lane has a non-VGT steel body, but I think his turbo is a little bit bigger than mine. So, yeah, so I can already tell that she's a little doggy, but I mean, that's to be expected with a non-VGT. So we'll get off the dirt road and we'll pick y'all up.
I always get suckered into doing these things. It's really loud though. I'm going to try not to get kidnapped. I guess I'll keep the camera rolling in case I do get kidnapped. Then you can see who kidnapped me, I guess, when we recover the footage. Okay.
I don't like it.
Why?
It's like shifting out early. That might just be my trans fucked up, but yeah.
Something smells really bad.
Probably burning a bunch of shit.
Like, it smells like it's on fire.
Oh shit, it probably is.
Can't say that. I don't.
Yeah, the fucking heat shield on the firewall is hitting the exhaust. Okay. We'll go back home. Trans, you're still recording?
Yes.
The trans, is that not coming down? Hold on.
Here, take it.
If it'll fucking record me. I forgot to put the trans in manual mode, and it shifted out and it didn't like it. Dude, it blows the 40s off elegantly.
I was literally covered in
smoke?
a cloud.
Of like smoke?
Like
or
I couldn't see anything anymore.
Black smoke?
Yes. I'm not kidding.
Well, that concludes it. I gotta go back to the house. Oh, there's some buck deer. Not actually.
Babe.
Damn, okay. Oh. Get off the road, Bamba. It's okay. Here, just crawl right through. Hey, I'm just passing through. Anyway, I gotta go pin the firewall insulation back up, and I gotta do something with the old CCV because she's farting all over the place, and it smells like poo-poo. So, yeah, that concludes this hectic video that is all over the place. But now that it's up to temp, I'll give you all a little. Why's it freaking digging away from me?
I don't know.
I'll give you all a little limiter tune. So, yeah. But after that, we'll end her off. That concludes another video, folks. Like I told y'all in the past few, sorry, trying to do a lot better. So that's only the start, and I know everybody says that, but y'all are gonna come to find out that whenever I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So this is only the start of that truck. Let's just say I've only had the 40s on there for 2 weeks. I did it. I could say I had 40-inch wraps. I haven't had 40s before. I've had 37s, 35s, 33s, freaking 295s, whatever. But they're too big and they're impractical. And what I'm about to do, I'm not going to be able to fit them. So thank y'all for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my other socials. Oh, nothing. God, I fucking love this thing. Oh, you're still recording?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that in there too.